All right, drummer boy.
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
Oh, good, bro. Good. Just living, man. Just grinding. You know what I'm saying? Same thing every day.
I hear that, man. You've been grinding for a while. You know, you've been in the game a while. You know, you do good numbers consistently.
Yeah.
You know, what's it been like for you?
Man, I can't complain about the music, man. I mean, the numbers and the fans, you know what I'm saying? The core fan base, they've been sticking with us for a good minute, you know what I mean? So it's been a long journey, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fruits of the labor, you know, it works out, you know what I'm saying? Music been good to me, the fans been good to me, so, you know what I mean? The numbers always been cool, even though they fucking shit up right now. YouTube is fucking shit up, but we still moving, you know what I mean?
What do you mean by YouTube's messing it up?
Well, they like censoring everything now. Like big time, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, my past videos, I put a lot of like women shaking ass and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of gun toting and stuff like that. But now what YouTube is doing is like they bump you down, bro. Like, if you ain't putting big money into advertisement and shit like that to get your YouTube views up, you know what I'm saying? They'll bump your shit like all the way down. And now like we're used to spending, you know what I'm saying, money for ads and shit like that, like Google ads and stuff like that. But now they even deny you if your content is like nudity, violence, and shit like that. So even if we want to dump like 3,000 into a video so it could pop up everywhere, you know what I'm saying? When you know, surfing YouTube and stuff, now they even deny you if your content is like, you know, bad shit, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So they've been doing it for the independent rappers, I know, mostly, because you see other videos with like all these people that, you know what I'm saying, that are up there. Their videos are worse than ours, bro, when it comes to like, you know what I mean, ass and titties hanging out and shit like that, you know? They even getting strict on like the cussing and stuff like that. We're gonna have to start putting out like edited versions and shit of the, you know, like the clean version.
Yeah.
I was even thinking about just putting out clean versions on YouTube and stuff, you know what I mean? Because they really been cracking down on that. I've been noticing that. I've been just seeing it.
I've been having the same problem. Like, I gotta cut, when I do interviews, I gotta cut cussing out of the first minute.
Yeah, do that. I'll try to keep my cussing down, but yeah, definitely try to, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I would do it.
You know, I've recently started doing some hood vlogs.
All right.
So if dudes are smoking in the hood vlog,
right.
You can't monetize it.
Oh, okay. Smoking weed or like smoking
weed,
cigarettes?
smoking cigarettes, smoking anything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you lose monetization. You know, I definitely know guns lose monetization. So yeah, I could see that. Like everybody, all rappers with like old videos and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dog, they're gonna unmonetize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, the old videos that ain't happen to us.
Oh, it didn't.
They didn't demonetize them. But what I noticed is the new videos, they're not letting us do like how we usually move. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. So it's like the algorithms and everything. Like if I'm used to getting 1 million in a month, now it's taking like 2 or 3 months to hit 1 million. You know what I'm saying? So that just tells me like for instance, like we'll put out a video and then people will like ask, where's the video at? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we need a video to this song. So it's like, how you not see the video? You know what I'm saying? Like, we put that out like 2-3 weeks ago, you know what I mean? So that's telling me that the algorithms are not letting them pop up. And they're just like pushing us down. And like, I'm sure, you know what I mean, with your YouTube account, you're getting all those notifications about all the policies and stuff like that. We get the same thing. So we're like, damn, bro. You know what I mean? It's just a little different, just got to move different. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see a lot of rappers now, instead of putting guns, they just hold up a hand, you know, with the, you know, like that and shit, you know.
Even with the stupid, like, disclaimers and stuff, this still don't matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got disclaimers in front of everybody's videos now saying that everything's a prop. It still don't matter. You know, you need, like, a big entity behind you, like a record label, to be able to push those, you know, those ads through and get your video seen where it needs to be seen at. And even sometimes then, like, they have trouble doing it. You gotta like resubmit it and shit like that. It's bullshit, but you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep moving how I move and shit, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we'll probably censor a few things with these new videos. See how it comes out, you know?
Well, what do you think about the West Coast music going on right now?
The West Coast music, I'm gonna be honest, the West Coast music right now, I feel like it's changed, some good, some bad, you know what I'm saying, in a bad way. I just feel like everything's starting to sound the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, even me, I fell into it with some of the records that I've done and, you know, some of the albums that I did. We fell into making these beats that kind of like not everybody was using, but it was similar, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has a similar sound now. You know
The
what I mean?
Drakeo, the Shoreline Mafia type of sound?
Yeah, that like new type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? I like, for people that know my music, they know I always keep it like a West Coast type of, you know, vibe. But you know, I found myself like rapping on faster type beats, shit that I used to not really used to doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a slow rapper. I'm a punchline rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So I just feel like the West kind of got away from what it originated, you know, from, like the Dom Kennedys and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick, the real soulful music, shit that you hear, then it just automatically gives you a feeling, you know what I'm saying? It's not all about turning up. Like, every record nowadays is like, and I'm not knocking anybody because I did it too, but every record nowadays is like, you know, about shooting people. It's about popping pills. It's about partying and like, think about it, bro. Life ain't all about that. It's not always about that and shit. You know what I'm saying? You only, you know, everything ain't about turning up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's always, you know, there's a lot more things that go into, you know, that, I mean, that you go through in life that I think not a lot of people are touching on right now. You know what I'm saying?
What's your new music sounding like? How's it sounding different from your old stuff, or sounding different from the new way of West Coast music?
Well, I'm taking it back. Like, we're really focusing on the beats. Me and Hundo right now, we just sitting down. And this is like the longest album that it took me to drop. Usually we dropping albums in like 2 weeks, bro. Like, I'll go into the studio and we'll just bang it out 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks tops. That's the fastest we dropped the album, like 2 weeks, huh? I think that was like No Comparison, like one of the last ones I dropped. We went in there, knocked every song out in 2 weeks. I got the features on it, you know, hit up some of the homies, and then we shot like 5 videos back to back in 1 month, and I just let them all rip. That was 2021, beginning of 2021, and luckily, shit, all them, you know, thanks to the fans and everything, all those are already, you know what I'm saying, past the mill. You know what I mean? So that was cool, you know. But this album, you know, a lot of my homies would tell me, and like, you know, I've noticed that there's music that lasts longer than other type of music, and the music that lasts longer is the music where I'm actually saying something. I'm actually, you know what I'm saying, talking about the life issues that I've been through, or, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, the whole thing with my cousin being incarcerated when we turned 18, and, you know what I'm saying, him getting life and then him getting out, you know what I'm saying, you know, shit that like everybody can like gravitate to. And even if that's not your, even if you didn't go through that exact thing, which a lot of people have, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people have people that are busted brothers, you know what I'm saying, you know, family members and shit like that, people that have passed away. I think you could relate to it in certain type of ways, you know what I'm saying, and that's the most impactful music. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, you know. We're just kind of letting the vibes go with it, you know what I mean? There'll probably be a couple songs out there that, you know what I'm saying, it's still for the streets and for the young homies that is out there doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all I know. That's how I was raised and shit, you know what I mean? But for the most part, it's like more, I say, like, how do you say that word, conscious music? Like, yeah, it's more conscious, but the beats are banging, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, I'm always going to be me on the track, you know? You know, we working, you know, Larry June. We're probably gonna get Larry June on this album. We already got Currency on it.
Oh, okay, you're going a completely different route.
Yeah, we going real, like, you know what I'm saying, soulful. You know what I mean? Shit like that, like real soulful. And I did it before. Like my old shit was it. You know what I'm saying? Like High Forever 1, High Forever 2. It was like that. You know what I mean? But I don't want to just grab anybody that's just popping or popping in the clubs. I want to really show what this West Coast music was and shit, or what it is. You look at, you know, we reaching out to Dom Kennedy, like that type of vibe is what I want to bring back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the West Coast been missing that for a minute. You know what I'm saying? They're there. You know what I mean? I hear Larry June bringing it back. You know what I'm saying? Like with the smooth samples and you know what I'm saying, but still got them gangster beats behind them. You know what I mean? That's kind of like where I'm at with it right now.
All right,
you know?
That's what's up. So that's kind of like how you came in the game and
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
kind of taking it back a little bit.
Yeah, we taking it
but
back.
a little different.
Yeah, nah, we taking it back. It just, you know, everybody improves. You know what I'm saying? With the music, you improve. You know what I mean? So I feel like my rap styles and my patterns are better than they were back then. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I listen to my old music and I'm like, bro, turn that shit off, bro. That shit garbage.
No way.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, people love that shit, bro. Like, still like #1 and #2 on my Spotify playlist or Apple Music playlist is that music that I made back then. So I'm dropping records with Young, with Phoenix, with, man, countless people, Drakeo, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Drakeo, but, you know, and all that. I'm dropping music with a lot of people that are relevant right now. And yeah, those those songs are getting views, they're getting millions of views and all that. But it's still to this day my top songs that are being played every day, because you know you can see the insights, you can see, you know, what's getting played and what's, you know what I'm saying, what's #1 on my shit. And it's the old music, bro. It's that music that really has soul, you know what I'm saying, that really has something to say behind it, you know what I mean?
You mentioned Drakeo, who unfortunately passed away not too long ago.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
You were at the show, right?
Yeah, I performed that day, yep. Yeah.
What was it like from your perspective, you know, being at the show? Were you already did you already leave the show? Were you already gone when everything cracked off?
Nah, I performed like right before, like probably like 2 people right before he was supposed to perform. You know what I'm saying? So we was there, we was just like in the cut. Me, I'm the type of person that, you know what I'm saying, like I don't like to be all up in the crowd and just like, you know what I'm saying, I just like looking for problems and shit, you know what I'm saying? Problems are easier to happen like that. So we was just in the trailer, bro. We was chilling. They had my trailer. It was cold as cold as hell outside right there. So the trailer had heater, had our drinks in there. I was just posted up right there, you know what I mean? So, you know, we really didn't see too much that was going on at all. Like, I didn't see Drakeo, like, at all, you know what I'm saying? Like, our trailers were all kind of together. I seen a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people reached out and all that. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, it was a lot of heads, a lot of people in, like, one place, you know what I mean? A lot of egos.
Did you hear any chaos or anything going on, or?
There was little stuff like going on. No, yeah, there's little stuff going on. Like, there's like, that's why I was like, man, let's just chill, bro. Like, I'm not trying to get into nothing right now and, like, you know what I mean, have to go all out, you know what I'm saying? And you don't know who's outside, but yeah, there was little arguments and stuff going on. You know what I mean? Nothing to that extent, but yeah, there was arguments. There was people butting heads, but you got to think about it, bro. You have artists, right? You have a gang of different artists, and they all have their own egos, right? So everybody's big and bad, you know what I mean? And then you have their entourage, and they have their own egos too, and them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, feel the same way, you know? But all it takes is one person, you know what I'm saying, that's really with that
There's
action.
always gonna be one person.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
That's with that action, and if you run into that person, you know what I'm saying, you know, people don't care, bro. I got some little homies that don't care, you know what I'm saying? That going to prison for them is like a graduation, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care about nothing else, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch out for them type of individuals, you know what I mean? And not even on some scary stuff, it's just being smart, you know what I mean? Being smart.
How'd you hear about the news about him, about Drakeo? Were you still at the venue when you heard about it, or did you already leave?
Yeah, I was at the venues, bro. So like, what happened? We was just chilling, and the homies, you know, they wanted to, you know, drink a little bit. They wanted to check out a couple of the other performers while we were there. I knew a lot of people there as well, but I was like, bro, let's we instead of mixing over here, because you know they had the 2 stages and then they had like a little oldie stage back there. So you know me, I'm like let's go listen to some oldies, bro. Let's go listen to Brent Woods and stuff like that. So I was like, you know, forget these stages right here. I had the people in the golf carts and stuff. They drove us all the way to the back. So like around that time, they took us to like the oldie stage where Zap, man, I wanted to see Zap perform, you know what I'm saying, and all that. So we went back there. And then once we were back there, it was cool, bro. It was, you know, a gang of people. We were right there backstage. We were just watching the show. And then one of my boys was like, hey, let's go back and watch like YG and them perform. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, you want to do that? All right, let's do that. It was already, you know what I'm saying, close to the end. So I was like, all right, let's go. As soon as heading on our way back, that's when they just had shut down everything. They're like, hey, you guys can't come this way. You guys can't leave. Wop. So we didn't know. I didn't hear nothing until like after. We didn't know what was going on with who it was going on until like after. You know what I'm saying? We got on Instagram and then we started hearing some chatter and then people were like, oh, Drakeo got into it. They didn't say he passed, but they were like, yeah, he got into it with some cats. And I was like, shit, it's kind of inevitable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like so many people in one place. You know what I mean? I'm not saying nothing bad about Bobby D or anything like that. That's fam right there and shit. You know what I mean? But you know, it's unpredictable. It's unpredictable.
A lot of artists, a lot of LA artists. Man, it was shit, man. It just sucks all the way around, you know what I'm saying? Because that was just big for LA in general, you know what I'm saying? Cali, the West Coast.
That was a big show. That was a big show for LA because usually they have the big shows like that out here in San Bernardino.
Right, they do them out here.
Yeah, they do them out here
because they don't want no trouble.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the governor, the mayor, or somebody that knows what's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I think that set us back. Like when it comes to like doing shows and doing stuff like at that scale. You know what I'm saying? This fool's watching like some titties on his phone. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, that set us back, bro. Like they ain't gonna let us do that again.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before big shows like that.
Not with rap artists, nah. I don't think so.
So you hop on Instagram and you see the news.
Yeah, I see the news and all we see is like a fight, right? We see Drakeo getting into it and like stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then actually when I hopped on Instagram, we started hearing Drakeo getting into a fight, and when I hopped on Instagram, we already seen like the little post right away, like, oh, Drakeo got stabbed. But they didn't say he passed. They was like, he got stabbed. And I was like, damn, bro, you never think anything like that's gonna happen till it happens. You know what I'm saying? So once we read the headlines, like, bro, he passed, I was like, bro, it's crazy. Like, it's just showing me like the state of LA. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Pomona. I'm from LA County, so our like politics and everything kind of stays in Pomona. You know what I'm saying? You know, where I'm from, like, our beef don't really leave Pomona. But when you talk about LA's beef is everywhere. You can have fools from miles and miles away just beefing with each other over dumb shit, or, you know, not even dumb shit. Some of it's real shit. Cause when I talk about gang stuff and gang wars, I'm not gonna say it's dumb shit because homies have died for it. You know what I'm saying? Homies have went into prison for life for that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you were brought up. But LA's pretty crazy right now with all these rappers dying, bro. It's like you gotta keep your head on a swivel, like big time. It's a little different. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like people are getting their like gangster card pulled, like, you know, how gangster are you type of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might. That's kind of just like how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, motherfuckers, it's so easy to rap about gangster stuff. You know what I mean? Like all day, I see it happening all day. People, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm riding with this, and you know what I'm saying? I'm banging this, or you know what I mean? And shit, most of these people don't even gangbang that are talking about this. You know what I mean? The street stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised to learn that some people ain't even from neighborhoods. You know what I mean? That talk about this shit. You know what I mean? But I think people are getting their, you know what I mean, their gangster card pulled right now. Like, people want to check up. and see how gangster you really are type of vibe, you know what I mean? But I don't know, bro. That's why I keep to myself. I'm just like, I'm on my own tip, you know what I mean? Like, if you gonna test me, like, you know what I'm saying, we gonna take it all the way there, regardless, you know what I mean? But if you stay out of that mix and you just do you, you know, it's everything's avoidable, you know what I'm saying?
You know, LA in general, the West Coast is definitely seemed like it's gotten, the hip hop scene is definitely, you know, with 2 rappers being killed. I don't know if, you know, I heard everybody saying Slim was just on some personal type of stuff, that it didn't really have anything to do with the streets or anything.
Right.
But I mean, you know, that's just,
Speculation.
you know, speculation.
Yeah.
But yeah, LA in general is definitely, things have definitely changed within the last couple years.
Think about it. How many rappers have died this year, bro? Or shit, 2021. Who we got? We got Devon died in 21.
I think Vaughn was 2020.
Okay, so let's
A
just
little
say
over a year ago.
So let's just say these past for like, you know, 2 years, you got like 4 rappers dying. That's Nipsey, Vaughn, Draco, Slim, shit.
Doug.
Some and even
03.
Yeah, and even some, you know, people that are not on a big scale, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers are dropping right now, bro, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, just move. We trying to just move, you know what I'm saying? Like I always move, bro. My beef don't stem out of Pomona. If I want to get into some gangster shit, I know exactly where to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, everything else is business. Music is business, bro. That's how I take care of my family. That's how I take care of the people around me. I don't like to mix the two. You know what I'm saying? We had some scuffles here and there with certain people, but you know what I'm saying? All that shit's off camera. All that shit's off Instagram. I don't never do no weirdo stuff like that, bro. Like, put your beef on Instagram. I can't do that, bro. Like, I wasn't raised like that, you know what I'm saying? But some people were just taught different, grew up different, and then you have that, you know what I'm saying? You have motherfuckers trying to catch you that you don't even know. You don't even know he's your enemy, but he's your enemy because you said some shit, you know what I'm saying, online, or you might have did something to his homie, said something about his homie. It's like that, you know what I'm saying? So I just keep my head on the swivel, and I'm going on my own path, my straight path, you know what I'm saying, to where I'm trying to get to. Forget all the rest, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I can't, you know what I mean? I can't be out here saying I'm the biggest gangster, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is and shit, you know what I'm saying? I've been through my shit, you know what I mean? I've done my stuff in the streets, you know what I mean? And all that. I'm respected in my section and in my city for a reason. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers know where I'm from without me having to say it. You know what I'm saying? I've never said my neighborhood on a song. Motherfuckers know where I'm from. You know what I mean? But other than that, bro, it's like, it's always been about business, the music, and I think people are confusing that now. You taking rap groups and you're turning them into gangs, and you know what I'm saying? You dissing different people. It's like, bro, it's crazy to me, bro.
It definitely does seem there's been a shift to where it's like the streets are much more intertwined with music nowadays. You know, how does this change how you move? Are you more cautious now?
I mean, I've always moved cautious, and I mean, growing up in the city, in my city, I've always moved cautiously. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's why, you know, thanks to the music, I was able to move into a nice neighborhood. So now I ain't gotta go to the liquor store and watch everybody that walks behind me, you know what I'm saying? So it's different. I think the only thing that I did change was like that. Like, we just stay in the cut, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got our own studio, you know what I mean? We don't have to go to different studios and run into people that we might not see eye to eye with, you know what I'm saying? You know, not living in the city. That's my city. I'll go back whenever the hell I want. The homies live there. I'll go over there, visit, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But just the little stuff like that is probably the most cautious that I am, you know what I'm saying? Just more aware. Like, don't put yourself in situations if you don't have to be in, you know what I mean? For what? You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to go do some gangster shit, then go do that. You know what I mean? But if you don't have to, for what? What are you going to do that for? You're going to just put yourself in weird situations, and you could get killed, or you could spend the rest of your life in jail, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? One of your homies do something, you going with them. You know what I mean? You do some shit, the homie's going with you. So you're not only putting yourself in danger, you're putting people around you in danger. which I think is kind of dumb, but I just let people do what they do, you know what I'm saying?
The internet has brought a lot out of people for the attention and the
Right,
fame you can get from the internet.
right.
You know, it definitely makes people, I see dudes, they'll be on their phone and they'll be like in their enemy's neighborhood or their enemy's hood, and
Yeah, that's that wild shit.
I'm like, damn, what if some real shit pop off and you online?
Yeah. Actually, there was one like that too. I forgot what that was. He was a rapper too, huh? He was on live, like in somebody's hood. They ran up and just smoked him. I don't know. So yeah, it's online. That shit went viral too, and some of the homies knew him. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, that's crazy, bro. Like, what you doing sitting there? I ain't gonna be sitting in the enemy's neighborhood chilling like ain't nothing. If I'm in the enemy's neighborhood, bro, I'm packing. I'm out here like, what's up? Because I'm there for a reason. I'm not gonna be there for no other reason. Not no bitch, nothing. Like, this shit is real out here. Motherfuckers will really take your life. You know what I'm saying? So unless you going to do something, then just don't do dumb shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's kind of the shit I try to avoid. That's it.
Yeah, I hear you. If you can move around and make money and avoid all that, that's definitely a better situation for, seems like it'd be almost anybody, but
Yeah.
I mean, dudes they want that viral moment.
Yeah, they do. It seems like everybody has something to prove, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it kind of feels like. I don't want to say everybody, but, when you see that shit, I feel like, what are you trying to prove? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? What are you trying to prove with that? Like, that you gangster? There's always somebody more gangster than you know what I'm saying? There's always somebody willing to go an extra mile than you are, you know what I'm saying? Like, my brother always told me, like everybody's a gangster until a real gangster steps into that building, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to find out who the real gangster is. You know what I mean? So, never really think, you can't walk around thinking you the hardest, because, you know what I'm saying, I know motherfuckers that are ruthless as hell. They do stuff that I'll be like, man, I might not do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think twice before doing that. So, it's like, I ain't got nothing to prove, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my neighborhood behind me, and they always been there with me, you know what I mean? They support me when it comes to the street shit, you know what I'm saying? So what else I gotta prove? You know what I mean? Like, my homies are with me. I ride around with my homies, you know what I'm saying? That's who I grew up with. That's where I was raised. That's that, you know what I mean? That's proof enough. A lot of these cats can't do that. You know what I mean? They rolling with people that ain't even from their neighborhood. People they pick up on the street. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. It's definitely, a good look when you can still be around the same people you grew up with, same people you came up with,
Yeah.
struggled with,
All that.
all that, man. That's
And they there to guide you, bro. Like, my big homies, they guide me. They let me know, like, don't do that stupid shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, something might be going on, like, don't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave that shit alone. You know what I'm saying? These are motherfuckers out there really, you know what I'm saying, that did it. You know what I'm saying? Put the neighborhood on the map. You know what I mean? They're not trying to lead me in a way where they know where I could end up, you know what I'm saying, where I could end up in jail forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they let me know shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And those are the real homies. The homies that put a gun in your hand and say, hey, come and do this reckless shit. That's somebody that really don't care what happens to you. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Gangbang is gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I'm always gonna be from my hood. And you know what I'm saying? And I know exactly what that life's about. So I'm not gonna knock it whatsoever. You know what I mean? But be around the people that want to see you grow, want to see you succeed. Don't bring around the people that are gonna try to bring you down. You feel me? That's kind of how it always been. And my neighborhood always wanted to see me succeed, even from when I first started, bro. You know what I'm saying? One of my older homies, Vulture, rest in peace, man. He was an older cat. He used to take me out for breakfast in the morning. Like, he would just pick me up, wake my ass up hella early, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he's used to that whole routine and shit, all that. He used to just take me for breakfast around the corner and be like, hey, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, stay on that path that you're on. Like, stay on making music. Don't listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to that. You know what I mean? Don't listen to, like, homies that are talking shit. You know what I mean? Because I done caught favors with homies that, you know what I'm saying, don't understand what this music game is. It's 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you need people in your life to show you the right way, and people around you that, like, kind of have the same goals as you have in order to, like, really succeed, bro. You know what I mean? Because if not, you hang around people that don't give a fuck, then you end up not giving a fuck either. So like that, you know what I mean?
Especially when you still around the hood, it's like, you know, you might have 1 foot in the hood,
Yeah.
1 foot in the music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got some homies trying to steer you in the right direction, but you got other homies, they still out there full throttle with the shit.
Full-fledged, yeah.
You know?
And yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did what I done. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I'm saying? Little homies they're doing what they need to do now. You know what I'm saying? To keep shit alive. But if I could help some of the little homies, like I am now, go and get that bag and get money and do better for them. You know what I'm saying? That's my responsibility now. You know what I'm saying? Because I got love for them. You know what I mean? I've never signed artists, or, you know, I've never been looking to sign artists. But if my little homie like Nasty does it, he wants to rap, all right, then come in here and let's rap. Let me throw you on my YouTube. Let me throw you on some videos with me. Let me do what I can do to help you grow. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but Nasty, you know, he did his work. He did his time in the neighborhood. So anybody that wants to come out, I think it's our responsibility to help. You know what I'm saying? Not leave the hood, because you can never leave the hood. I got 2 feet in the neighborhood, but my mind is on growing, bro, making money for everybody around me, not just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see my homies eat, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. That's what's been happening. I've been blessed being able to do that. You know what I'm saying? But it is a thin line, bro. It's a thin line. You know what I mean? And I think rappers nowadays don't get it when they talk about this gangster stuff, bro. Motherfuckers just get tested. You know what I mean? Think about it. Motherfuckers walk in like, oh, I'm this and I'm that. You know what I mean? A real gangster from that city might be like, are you? You know what I mean? Are you really that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where's your proof, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? You really out there doing this that you talking about? You know what I mean? So it's a real thin line to walk. But that's why with this music, bro, I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm telling them stories, bro. Them stories of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, back then I thought I was in the game. You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk about music game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Stop. You know, one of the lines in my song is like, stop chasing them Benzes and stop thinking about this and that. You know what I mean? But I really wasn't in the game, bro. I was too wrapped into the streets to even focus on music. You know what I'm saying? But we were making songs here and there. We thought we were doing something. We wasn't. Music's a 100-time dedication, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give it 100% of your focus if you really want to make this a career. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know.
How'd you finally end up going full-fledged with the music?
Well, that story, man, that story goes back. I was ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? With the music at first. We were just making strictly hood music. It was all about dissing every enemy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was all that. Like, that's how we started.
You used to diss your enemies in your music?
Yeah. Me and my little cousins. Well, when I first started, I was producing. So that's where I mainly, like, got my foot in the game, but not yet. This was just me producing. Like, I would just make beats every day, you know what I'm saying? And my brother Smokey, he had got out of YA. He did like 4 or 5 years in YA, and he started getting real business oriented, and you know, trying to start businesses and stuff like that. And then you know, he put me on like music like Psycho Realm and like all this type of music, Wu-Tang, and he started showing me music and stuff like that. But I was still, my mind was still somewhere else. Then my little cousin ended up getting jumped into my neighborhood, and like a month and a half later, bro, they gave him 32 years to life. But that when he get, right before he got jumped in, me and him were making music, so I was producing and I was rapping here and there. I wasn't rapping like I'm rapping now, like full-time rapping. I was mainly producing. I was doing that for years, but it was like me producing beats for him. And then, it was all based off stuff like that, bro. It was all street. It was all like, you know what I'm saying? We were just gangbanging on songs, and then after that, you know what I mean? He went to jail. They gave him 32 years of life, bro. It was crazy. We was like, man, like if I could just say some shit, but I can't, you know what I'm saying? But it was, you know what I mean? It was a wild ride, man. And then just to know that you get 32 years out of nowhere, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like I call him my brother, but it's my little cousin. But yeah, he went away for quite a while. And then I started, my brother I went wild for a minute. Then I went wild, like I was like, man, they took my little cousin away, and you know what I mean, whatever. So I was in the streets, messing up, doing drugs, acting stupid. And it wasn't until my brother Smokey kind of pulled me out of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to be at mom's house. I was young. I didn't want to be at mom's house. I didn't want to follow nobody's rules. We were living couch to couch, different houses in the neighborhood like that. That's how I was living. I had a spot to go to. I could have went back to mom's spot. Instead, I was taking showers every like 3-4 days and using the homies' clothes and shit just to be out in the neighborhood, just to get my mind away from, my little cousin being gone and stuff like that. And it wasn't until my brother Smokey just got me, bro. He pulled up because he's from my neighborhood, so he pulled up on us, and he was like, bro, come live with me. I even say in some of my songs, I talk about my brother Smokes. It's like he was like, look, bro, you can live with me. You can bring females over here. You can do whatever you want. Just don't bring homies over here causing trouble and shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, but while you're here, you got one job, and that's to make beats. So we went to Styles Music, bro, in Pomona on Foothill. It's on Foothill. It's called Styles Music. It's like it's almost kind of like in between a pawn shop and a music store. And we bought like a little ass beat machine like this big. And he was just like, I just want you to do that every day. He's like, you ain't got to do nothing. You just chill here, bro. Smoke weed, do whatever you want. And that's kind of like how I started, like really focusing on music. You know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? Then he opened a studio, so we had a studio for a minute, and then from there we started recording cats, and then people were asking for beats, like, hey, you got beats? And I had a shitload of beats, bro, because that's all I would focus on, was beats. And that's how we started kind of like meeting different rappers, because we were just selling studio time like a regular studio, you know what I'm saying? Like my brother was real business oriented, so he was like, hey, we're gonna open the studio, we're gonna build it out, then we're gonna put it on like yellow pages and all that shit, bro. And like even if you look up the name of the studio, it was called Drum Right Productions. Like you can still see it just says closed, you know what I'm saying? Because we was really pushing like the studio time and all that, you know what I mean? And then people started coming over. I started meeting a lot of people that were rapping like from like LA and like IE. A lot of Mexican rappers would come in and they would ask for beats, and then I would just play a beat, and then them motherfuckers would be like, oh shit, like damn, that's crazy, man, you gotta need more beats. And I was charging like $50, like $75 a beat back then, bro. I didn't know nothing about, like, say the music business at all. But that's how it kind of progressed. And then after that, my brother's like, look, your cousin's gone, our cousin was gone, so he's like, you gotta start rapping, like really rapping, because I would dabble in it, but I didn't really rap like that. So we started rapping. I started rapping. We put out like our first video, and that video.
Were you still producing? Did you produce the whole thing?
Yeah,
or?
I produced the whole thing. Yeah, I was producing all my own music, and I was producing for other cats too. You know what I'm saying? So we put out that video, and that video was like the first video that ever got traction, and it was probably like, we probably got like 50,000 views, but I was like, what? Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Especially, we're talking like 9 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, roughly, maybe a little more. 50,000 views was a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it still is if you're just starting.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the whole thing. Then I had my little son, Baby Drum, man. When I had Drum, when I had him, I named him after my little cousin. When I had him, it was go time, bro. Like it was go time. Like I think that's what like kind of kicked it off. You know what I mean? I was working little odd jobs too. I quit all that shit. I just said, I told my baby mama like I'm gonna focus on music. I'm gonna focus on music. She probably thought back then. I mean, think about it. She probably looked at me like I was crazy. She was like, "What the fuck?" But she actually like she held it down. That's why you know what I'm saying. You know, she's a real one. She held it down for them years, bro. While I was like really pursuing music and not doing anything else. And luckily, man, it all panned out right. You know what I'm saying?
At some point, do you stop producing or do you still produce?
Yeah, at a point I do stop producing. That's when I started. Actually when I really stopped producing is when I met up with like Hondo, 100. You know what I'm saying? And Ace Beats. That's when I really stopped producing, cause I felt like I couldn't juggle both. Like it had to be full time on whatever it is. Whatever I'm doing, I have to do it full time, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? When I was making beats, like I would wake up in the morning, make beats. I was sipping too, so I would wake up and drink Hennessy at like 9 in the morning, bro. Not even Hennessy, bro. It was like Captain Morgan and shit. Wake up, drink, smoke. I was living beats, bro. That's all it was. I'll wake up, play the beat that I was making last night at 3 a.m. Replay it, hear it. Okay, cool. Another beat, another beat, another beat. That's all I was doing. So I feel like if you really, I know there's people that could do it and people that have done it, but I feel like if you really want to perfect one craft, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta like put your mind into that only. So like meeting 100 and like and Ace, it was actually like a blessing for me because they had them beats, bro, that I really vibe to. And you know what I'm saying, I went back to the West Coast because before we was rapping on trap shit, trap type of beats. This is probably like 5 years ago. Started rapping on trap type of beats. And you know what I'm saying, when I was working with certain people, we're rapping on like, I would call it like trap, right?
There were slower beats.
Like southern type of beats.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we just kicked it off. I was like, we going back to the West Coast. I dropped Talk About Me. And it was like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that when things started to really take off for you?
That's when I found what I wanted to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I was cool where I was with the trap and all that rapping shit that we was doing, but I kind of found myself when we hit the West Coast beats and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know, I was rapping gangster shit. Like, you want to hit me with a felony? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was still talking about shit that was happening during my life. Like, I dodged 2 felonies. You know what I'm saying? Like, right away. You know what I'm saying? That's so, boom. You know what I mean? I got a good lawyer. You know, you need a good lawyer. Look up Daniel Greenberg in Riverside. You know what I'm saying? He's a real one. Senior. Don't get his son though. A senior, man. He got pulled. Anyways, but like, I was like in the middle of like cases and stuff like that. So I think that's what made it real. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it brought out that real emotion. You know, emotion for me. And that, I just found myself and I just started rapping. That's what really kicked it off on my own, like solo type of vibe. You know what I mean?
So things start moving for you. You start doing millions of views now. You know, I assume you're probably going out on tour.
Yeah, bro. We took a little break right now. Like, I haven't been taking shows, but I think when's the last? We did like 8 shows in the past, probably like before I took that break, huh? We did like 8 shows in a row, so I didn't call it a tour, but we went everywhere. But now we're gonna start doing shows. Like, I'm gonna be out there like in May. I'm gonna be out in Hillsboro, Oregon. That's the first show I took. Now that we're like getting close to the end of the album, start taking shows. So I don't know. I never really been like calling the shit tours, but we just go everywhere, bro. Like every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like almost every weekend.
What do you think is like one of your most memorable or wild moments out there doing some shows?
Oregon's crazy. Yeah, people probably don't know, but Oregon gets it popping, bro. It's like there's little small towns in Oregon. That's where we're going. We're going to Hillsboro, Oregon. I was excited about that. Salem, Oregon. Little places in Washington like Yakima, Denver. Man, like it just gets popping, bro. Like the thing that's memorable to it about me is not like the broads and all that shit. It's the vibe and the love and seeing how many people show up to the shows. You know what I'm saying? We went one of the last shows we did was, damn, I don't remember where it was at. But I was like, where are we at, bro? Like, I never even heard of this spot. I was nervous as hell. Like, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna get it cracking, whatever. And I'm like, bro, like, people listen to like Mexican rap out here, like, or just rap in general. Shit, that shit was packed, bro. Nuts. Like, motherfucker was jumping up, jumping all around, like doing crazy shit. They knew all my lyrics. That's the most memorable things to me, you know what I'm saying? Like the little women and crazy vibes and shit like that. You can get that anywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's everywhere, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's those little states that get it real cracking, you know? That's the ones we really vibe with.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of little spots where like popular West Coast artists can go to get money.
Right.
Like, I mean, you're talking Gallup, like you said, Yakima.
Yeah.
You know, there's all these like kind of like, I don't know, hole in the wall type of cities.
Yeah.
Where, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you do a show, you're going to sell merch. You're going to sell, you know, your show. You're just going to make a lot of money, man. You know, I think, you know, one thing I've hoped to see, but I really haven't seen is just like, you know, dudes coming together and really like capitalizing off of these shows, you know what I'm saying, and doing shows, you know, together, or, you know what I'm saying, 2 or 3 bigger names, and,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, just, you know, kind of really expanding things, you know. I hope to see some of that in the future.
Yeah, I think, I mean, some people try to do that. It's mostly the promoters, you know what I'm saying, that really put the shit together, you know what I'm saying? But like before, like right when COVID was hitting and all that bullshit was hitting, like me and Stupid Young had like a whole tour, bro. Like, that was a tour. It was like 10 cities back to back. And they canceled them motherfuckers as soon as all that bullshit started happening. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't always see a lot of artists come together. You know who I do see coming together a lot is a lot of older heads. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean no disrespect with calling them older heads, but you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the older acts. You know what I mean? Like MC Magic, Lil Rob, you know what I'm saying? People like that. They're always doing shows together, bro. And they're making money. The youngsters and like my generation and shit like that, we don't really do that. It's crazy. I don't know why, but just don't. You know what I'm saying? It's because we just get calls, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, my manager get a call. Hey, they're going to take you out to, they want to book you here. They want to book you there. I'm not the one setting up these shows. So I would think it's probably up to the promoters to do it. You know what I'm saying? If a promoter hits me up and says, hey, bro, you want to do this show? You know, I have so-and-so over here from, you know what I'm saying, rappers that are in my generation or, you know what I'm saying, or around my generation. Why am I going to say no? Let's go. Let's do it. So I think you promoters, you motherfuckers,
Get on it.
Get on
Get
that
on
shit,
it, man.
bro.
Yeah.
Get your shit together, man, because you can be making stupid money. You know what I mean?
There got to be at least like 30 little cities like Yakima, Gallup, and all that. Maybe even more. Maybe like 50.
Yeah, that's a lot, bro.
Where you could just kill it. You could probably go like every night a different little city and just make a good stack every night.
Salt Lake City too, bro.
Salt Lake City. I mean, El Paso.
Bro, I remember.
Las Colinas. I mean, not Las Colinas.
I
Las
remember
Cruces.
one that was crazy too, bro. Like a long time ago, we did a show with like Bash and I don't know, a few different artists were on it, bro. And it was in a casino. And I'm gonna tell you, bro. You know, like when you driving like towards Arizona, and you hit like Blythe.
Yep.
Okay, so that's in Arizona, right? So you are maybe in the border, but I remember we were like on the 10, and then we just started driving all the way up in the desert. I don't know where the hell it was at, bro, but we drove like another hour, like off the 10, and like when you hit Blythe, and you just drive all the way up. Actually, when I seen Bash the other day, I was telling him about that, Hundo. Bro, it was just like nowhere at a casino. That shit went nuts, bro. Like totally crazy nuts. Like it was like big as any show out here, just like cracking. You know what I mean? And they set us up in the hotels right there. That whole day was a vibe, bro. It was a crazy vibe. But that's what I'm talking about. These little small ass spots, they don't see a lot of action, bro. Nobody wants to drive 3 hours for a show. They do, you know what I'm saying? But if you take it to their city, then it's easier for them, bro. They right there. They don't see shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree, man. Well, hopefully something will happen, man. Hopefully, someone will get on it. There'll be some promoter out there that'll, see that they can make some money and, get some money with the artists.
They need to just they just need to pay what the artists want. That's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? They going for the smaller tickets, you know what I'm saying, to bigger money. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, artists, you know what I'm saying, that are popping now, their ticket might be a little higher, but you're going to get them results and shit. You got to take that chance, you know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I mean?
Being a promoter looks like a tough job, man. I don't know if I'd want to be a promoter. I'm going to be honest with you, dog. Like,
yeah.
It seems like it's a huge risk, bro. I mean, you got all this money on the line, and if you're booking just one artist, if something happens and that one artist can't make it,
right,
you're fucked. You got to refund everybody.
Yeah. There's one thing that I do see about promoters is that to be a promoter is not just booking the artist, right? I think promoters have to have their own networks. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of them do, don't get me wrong. But when shows go bad, like I know you've seen shows go bad, right?
Yeah.
Somebody could put all their bucks into one show and they get this one artist, right, to do this show, and you expect that artist to post a couple posts on their Instagram or on their social media, and like that little post is gonna reel in 500 or 1,000 people. It don't work like that, bro. It doesn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta put that work in.
Yeah, it's the promoter that has to have those networks and have that, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say grind, but it takes a lot of work. Like, you know what I'm saying? I give it up to some promoters out there that really put that work in, because they make it easy for us. You know what I'm saying? You'll have some promoters that be like, hey, can you tell drummer to post? Can you tell him to post? It's like, bro, I ain't gonna post every day. I can't post every day. I don't even post nothing every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at my Instagram, bro, my posts are spread out like every 3 weeks or every month, because I'm not like a picture type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not always trying to take pictures, or I'm not always dressed up for the camera. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like it's more, it makes it easier for us when they already have their shit on lock. You know what I'm saying? So,
has there been any bad situations with any promoters? Like, maybe they didn't have your money?
Oh yeah, we done took chains and all that shit, bro. Hell yeah, definitely.
Okay.
That's what it comes down to. It's like stuff like that, bro. It's like, you know what I mean? Oh, you gotta have that back end, bro. No matter what, like you said, the risk is the risk, but the risk is yours. The risk is the promoters. You know what I'm saying? I do not like doing bad business. I want these shows to be packed. You feel me? I'm not doing it for the money. I know we're not taking shows for bread. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. The bread is part of the income and all that. You know what I'm saying? So we have to charge for it. But my main thing is getting that show packed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my reputation. And that's everybody sees that. Everybody knows what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pack these shows out. I want them to be packed. But when you have a promoter that don't know what he's doing, or you know what I'm saying, just half-stepping stuff, or putting everything on us, that's when it goes bad. So now if you're expecting, 1,000 people or 400 show up, and you needed that extra 300 people to show up for you to break even or make your money, bro, like, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to put in the work, because I'm going to put in my work, definitely. But yeah, we didn't have to snatch a few chains for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got the money, we got to give us some collateral, bro. You know what I'm saying? Something, But it's been some little rough situations here and there. But it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever got hurt. Everybody's been cool.
How often do you run across something like that? Just once in a while?
Nah, not often. Lately, everybody's been up and up, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything's been straight. I don't push around my weight, you know what I'm saying, on people, you know what I mean? I know I might be, I'm a little short, but, I got some weight, you know what I'm saying, behind me. and all that, but I don't really, try to muscle people around and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm more understanding. If shit happens, but let's work it out. Don't just come to me with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, then it's like, well, you know what I mean? That's when it turns ugly. But it hasn't happened for a while. Like, the shit that happened was in the past. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are on their stuff now, you know what I mean? And I'm taking shows that I know, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a learning experience for me too. Don't take a show from somebody that don't know what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? Or has a bad reputation of doing shit. Don't just take shit for the money, you know what I'm saying? You know, oh, motherfucker got 6,000, all right, cool, I'm gonna pull up for that, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, but who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? So just avoid those situations. You won't have to get into any gangster shit, basically, you know what I mean? Or have to haggle people for money and all that shit. That's boring, bro. That's out of here, you know?
Yeah, I can see that, man. I mean, the music business in general can be just really shady. From dealing with you know what I'm saying? Anybody could be, not even just promoters, but
I
it
think
could
the
be
music
shady.
business is probably like one of the most shadiest, next to drug dealing. I don't know about anything else, but I'm just saying, like, it's shady, bro. You could get into some bad situations financially, musically, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have people that have the knowledge around you to make sure you don't get fucked at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the music business, because anybody that approaches you in this music business, if you're an artist that's popping, or you're an artist that has a buzz, or you're an artist that's generating money, anybody that approaches you that you don't know outside of your circle, they want something from you, bro. That's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? It's the bottom line. So if you look at everything like that, then you can start thinking about it. Like, okay, be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm not gonna approach somebody unless they're my homies, unless they're from my neighborhood, unless it's my family. Just like anybody else. You're not gonna, you know what I'm saying, me, you, you know what I'm saying, anybody else that does business. When you reach out to somebody to do business with them, you don't know this person, you're reaching out to him for a reason, because you know that you can make money either off of him or with him. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. You know, there's some people that want to see you win, you build relationships with, you know what I'm saying, they're making money with you. And there's some people that just out there that's like, oh, I'm gonna make money off you. So that's the hard part to separate, because everybody comes with a smile and a handshake. So how do you know the difference? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to make sure it's a win-win. I think a lot of people, and just in business in general, don't really understand that. There a lot of people, probably in the music game more, that they're more of like they just want to take as much as they can,
Right.
and don't give shit in return.
Yeah.
Life's like that in general, but in the music business, it seems to be more. You gotta,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people don't really understand, like, when you're dealing with high value people that are making a shitload of money, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to find a way. Like,
Right.
how can you add value to this person's life? If you ain't got the money that they're looking for, how else can you add value? You know what I'm saying? How can you help them make money? Maybe you got to connect. Maybe you know somebody. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, you can book them for, like if a rapper, maybe a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, find different ways. I think a lot of people, they don't really understand that.
Nah, man. I learned the hard way. I definitely learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying? And there's not a lot of people that really kick that game, you know what I'm saying? There is though now, you know what I'm saying? You see people kicking game on, like J. Cole be kicking game, and like, certain people do kick game about that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part, some people just have to learn the hard way. You know what I mean? It's like anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, the most valuable lessons are the ones that you go through yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, that's how I learned.
You do any investing outside of music?
Yeah, we get into like, bro, now we put money in different spots and shit, you know what I'm saying? So real estate, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Stuff that, you know what I mean, is gonna be money for the long run, you know what I mean? I just started getting smart on that, probably, you know, focusing on that type of stuff like in the last maybe 2 years. I learned that credit is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it don't matter how much cash you have, bro. It does not matter. I mean, of course you could cash it out, you know what I'm saying? But, bro, credit, like, definitely, you know that saying, credit rules the world. And I know, you know what I'm saying, maybe I'm late to this, but that shit really does, bro. Like, it really does, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over here talking to my realtors and to my accountants and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get over here, getting over there. They're like, yeah, but look, your credit's right here. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to move your credit up a little bit more. And I'm like, bro, I got all this cash. He's like, what's up? Bro, cash ain't even good. Like, you got to have that shit in the bank. Like there's a lot of stuff that that I started learning throughout the years that nobody really put me up on because you know what I'm saying, besides my brother, I didn't really have a lot of like people around me that was like involved in businesses and making their own money and, you know what I'm saying, like growing businesses and stuff like that. So how was I supposed to learn? You know what I mean? But now I'm learning, and if you ain't got credit, boy, you know what I'm saying, you ain't getting nothing. You know what I mean? No house, no none of that shit. Unless you want to drop half of your stack, you know what I'm saying? Drop the full, you know what I mean, 6, 7 on the house, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, not everybody could do that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. But, you know, we get into different stuff like that, bro, you know what I mean? It's all about longevity to me. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily like what's going to happen after music, because I think music could go on, you know what I mean? And my catalog and the music that I made, that I've made in the past and been making, that's going to continue to bring in revenue, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to continue to bring in revenue. That's why when you see these rappers that have already been in the game for 20 years, they're still eating off of their music as long as they played it the right way. If they was just chasing hits, then probably not. But if they have a core fan base, then they're eating. You know what I'm saying? They're still eating off their music. I think that's kind of like one of the different things about it, about an artist. Like, who you reaching for? You reaching for that club hit that's gonna be around for what? How long do club hits last for? You know what I'm saying? Like
A year.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you reaching for that song that somebody could play 5, 6 years from now. You know what I'm saying? And still have that same vibe. Grow up with you. Your audience is growing up with you. You know what I'm saying? And they're still fucking with you. You know what I mean? But yeah, longevity, bro, and investing. You know, that's stuff that now I'm focusing on. You know what I mean?
Well, some of the biggest news as far as like Chicano rappers or Mexican rappers is Wack 100. Kind of came out and says he doesn't really want to work with Southsiders. You know, how'd you feel about that?
I really didn't look like, I don't really care about another man's opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about that. I think some of the shit he said was stuff that I wouldn't say. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, if you're gonna talk about something as a whole and you say stuff that might be disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, to that group of people, then you're responsible for those, you know what I'm saying, what you're saying. You know what I mean? Agree or disagree with whatever he was talking about. It's just the fact of how you say it. So like, for instance, if I don't get along with a certain group of people in Pomona, right? Say we don't get along with Crips in Pomona. I'm not gonna come out here and say, look, I don't fuck with no Crips, period. Unless that's what I really feel. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way I could put it in perspective. If I come out right now and I say, you know what I'm saying, if I start dissing all, you know what I'm saying, Crips or all Bloods, everybody's gonna look at me like, what the fuck? what you talking about? Okay, now you got beef with everybody now because you did that. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about a certain situation and something like that, then keep it there. Which I don't think you should even be talking about stuff like that online. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I was not raised like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I feel like even now, like, that's just enough said about with him. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean, people are gonna feel the type of way that they're gonna feel, and if some of that, you know, some of that shit offended some type of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know, but he's backstepping now and saying different stuff. I've been seeing stuff coming out. You know what I mean? He's trying to correct some stuff that he said, but you know what I mean?
Okay, I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that did happen too. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I did see he was on Clubhouse after that with some homies, but I didn't catch it. I didn't listen to it or anything.
Yeah. I think let the streets be the streets. You know what I'm saying? This shit been around for years and years and years, decades, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers know. You know what I mean? You know.
Well, you work with Crips and Bloods, right?
Yeah, definitely. So it's like,
how's that experience been with you?
it's been just like working with anybody, just like working with the homies. You know what I'm saying? I've never looked at, like I said, I've never looked at rap as gang shit, bro. It's always been about business. I just so happen to rap about gangster stuff, you know what I'm saying? So working with people from different neighborhoods that are outside of Pomona, never been a problem for me, because my beef is not there. My beef is in Pomona. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this is generation after generation of beef and of, you know what I'm saying, bloodshed and feuds, you know what I mean? So it's like, I wouldn't rap with any, you know, other gang members from Pomona, especially if they're my rivals, you know what I'm saying, or especially if there's history. Definitely not. That's out. You know what I'm saying? But like, my beef don't stem out of Pomona. We ain't got no beef in LA. We ain't got no beef out here in the IE and shit like that. So what's stopping me from working with a Crip over here, or even just a homie from another neighborhood over here? You know what I'm saying? Southsider or not, gang member or not. What's gonna stop that business? If it's a good business play, let's do it. But if you're my enemy, we're not doing it. I don't care how much views you get. You know what I'm saying? If you from a different hood that we don't get along with, you could be Drake, bro. I ain't doing that. I can't. I got too many homies. I got too many people that, you know what I'm saying? And what my personal experience is, you know, being from where I'm from, is I can't allow myself to do that. I would never allow myself to do that. I don't feel right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, man. That's a whole different beast working with, you know, direct rivals, direct ops, people that, you know, you've kind of grown up hating.
Right. Hey, but it's a trip, though, because even though, you know what I mean, neighborhood's been like that, I'm putting on for the city. I'm putting on from Pomona. Like, I was really born in Pomona, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 2532 Cathy Avenue, you know what I'm saying? Pomona, California. I was born at Pomona Valley Hospital. So I put on for the city, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the city, you know what I'm saying? I've lived there, everything. I got love for it. That's everything I knew. And then, you know what I'm saying, there is different people from different neighborhoods that bang the music, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that.
You know what I mean?
Where you see it, rivals listening to their ops. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And I don't even laugh at that. I say, you know what I mean? I don't think they're listening to it, you know what I'm saying? Same reason why, like, I listened to Sugar Free growing up, bro. Sugar Free's from a different section. We don't fuck with them cats. You know what I'm saying? His music was hard, bro. He was putting on for the city. We just bump it. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really looked at that like it was weird. You know what I'm saying? We just did it. We just bumped that shit. You know what I mean? Because he was putting on. And you like to hear your city in songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you rolling around, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard, bro. So, you know, I don't knock none of that. You know what I mean? But as far as making music with, you know what I mean? Like, nah. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Young and you know, Phoenix and Rucci and you know, countless people. Trapstar Max, that's my dog. You know, a lot of different people that I've worked with, man. They all, you know what I'm saying? They all, you know what I mean, out there rapping what they rapping. You know what I mean? But we out here trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? We out here trying to put out good music and shit. So all that shit really don't matter. You know what I mean?
I hear you. It's all about the music, you know. You know, one thing I've noticed is like, you know, even if, you know, a rapper has problems or something, if the music is good, the fans will forget about whatever the fuck else type of shit they got going on.
Yeah, they do.
You know, they really just want that music. If your music is hot, dog,
Yeah, they don't care, bro.
they don't give a fuck about nothing else, man.
Yeah, hell nah. They really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you see that with this, you know, with 6ix9ine. I'm sure people are banging his music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he came out of jail. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, I think he's kind of falling off now. But I mean, you know, when he got out of jail, I mean, he was hits. He dropped hits when he got out of jail. No one seemed to care until, you know, I think his second project came out. Nobody liked it.
Yeah.
You know, if they would have been hot.
If he would have had some slappers on there, people would still be. He still would have been like, everywhere right now.
Yeah, I mean, Rick Ross.
That's the thing, bro. Like the gang life is something that we know. We was raised in. But not everybody was. So they don't give a fuck about it. They don't care, bro. The music is music to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We care. That's our passion. We know. You know what I'm saying? That's my heart. My heart lives there. We know not to fuck with a snitch. We know not to associate with a snitch. You know what I'm saying? Bro, if I'm seen in the same picture with a snitch, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Come on, bro. It's like, we know that. But that's just our way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Which is right. I believe it. I believe in that. You know why I don't like snitches, bro? It's not just because it was programmed into me not to like snitches. I don't like snitches because I've been through these situations where my homie got 60 years because some person snitched on him. We're talking about a 16-year-old kid goes to life for 60 years because this motherfucker was scared and couldn't keep his mouth shut, even though they was both running around. My own situations and what I've seen makes me say fuck snitches. It's not just because it was programmed into me. You know what I'm saying? And how many people in the world, right? All these, you know what I'm saying, these squares, or not I don't want to call them squares, but just normal citizens of fucking, you know what I'm saying, California or wherever the hell. They don't have to deal with stuff like that, so they don't know that feeling. So it's like, yeah, he was just telling to save him, you know what I'm saying, save his ass. What's wrong with that? These are people that call the cops if they see somebody in the front yard type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you can't really blame like half of the freaking population for listening to that shit. We just have that shit built in us, you know what I'm saying, not to fuck with stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't condone that at all, you know? So, I think if you look at it that way, it's kind of...
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah,
they
makes sense,
don't
right?
Care. They don't have no history or nothing. Well, what are you working on? What do you got going on? I mean, besides your new project coming out, is there anything else you're working on?
Well, I'm gonna be honest, the new project is everything. This one is, I'm telling you, bro, like we put so much work into this album so far and it ain't even done. It's like consuming everything that's going on right now. So, you know what I'm saying? But this new album is gonna take everything I've done in the past and kind of all bring it together. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's gonna be real good for the West Coast music, man. And you know what I'm saying, with these features I have on it and the certain styles of videos that I'm gonna be shooting, I think it's gonna make an impact, you know what I'm saying, as far as in my generation and just for me personally. And hopefully it could impact the fans the way it's already impacting me. You know what I mean? Because that's the most important thing, you know what I'm saying, is getting the fans to giving the fans what they want, you know what I mean? And this is kind of like a big album for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had big albums in the past, you know what I'm saying? And every album I treated with care. But this one, man, me and Hundo been in the studio, bro, we just been thugging it out, you know what I'm saying? Turtle over here, man, we get... You know, a good thing our studio, we got a shower, we got, you know what I'm saying, we got beds, futons and all that shit, so we chilling, you know what I mean? But we're still thugging it out, bro. It's kind of like, as far as difficulty speaking, like it's probably one of the hardest albums I've done, because I'm focusing on it so much. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I've done like a little bit of everything in the past. You know what I'm saying? So like we focusing 100% on beats this time. So you know, it's definitely different. It's gonna be different, and I feel like the fans are really gonna vibe with it. And I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for us. I'm doing it because I love the sound that we're making right now. It's bringing me back to like how that first feeling I felt when we was making music. You know what I'm saying? And then I think it's gonna be good, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna probably release a video probably I don't know when this interview is gonna come out, but probably around February. Probably just release a little video. We're doing little vlogs now, which I haven't done vlogs before, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think I seen something you're doing, like vlogs.
Yeah. We're gonna start doing vlog. Actually, it was Hundo's idea, man. He been on every album that we've ever done, bro. 100, 626. This motherfucker always tell me we need to document this album. We need to document this album. But bro, I hate being in front of cameras. Like, I don't know. Like with the homie Turtle when he's filming and. It's like, I don't like to stage nothing, bro. Like, it's not me. And most of the times in the studio, it's a lot of downtime. It's a lot of boring time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not recording song after song. Hundo's doing most of the work. He's producing, just making beats. I'm chilling back, playing COD, bro. I'm chilling, taking naps. I'm waking up, you know what I'm saying? And just being in front of the camera and speaking to the camera and engaging more with my fans is what I'm working on too. You know what I'm saying? So, they could get to know me a little bit more, because I was told I was unapproachable by a couple of PRs, and they're like, hey, you like, I guess when they see me in my music videos and in my Instagram, that's all you see, or like on my Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And what do you see? I don't smile, bro. I'm right there like mad dog, and I'm chunking up, or I'm like saying I'm gonna kill you on my music video. So I guess you could, you know what I'm saying? I guess you could say I'm unapproachable when you look at it, but bro, I'm just a regular motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I used to be joking around all day, just fucking around. So that's what we're trying to capture with these vlogs and stuff. So we are documenting this album. You know what I'm saying? This fool got on me like, bro, we got to do it this time. Even though we're like 13 songs in, but we still got another like 10, 15 songs to record. So we got Turtle putting him to work, man. You know what I'm saying? Filmed by Turtle, man. Check him out. Don't sleep on that kid right there. But
he does all your music videos?
He does a lot of the behind the scenes, a lot of the pictures and shit, you know what I'm saying, for us and stuff. All the behind the scenes shit that we have done, the shows, like if you see recaps and stuff like that, he does all that, you know what I'm saying? But he's a beast on the music video too. He shoots like everybody's music video too. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I can't keep up with these dudes, bro, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Stay grinding. Everybody stays grinding.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, but other than that, man, you know what I'm saying? We really focused on the album. And
you got a name for it?
Not yet.
Yeah,
okay. Honestly, I don't have a name for it yet. Cause it's like when it hits me, it's gonna hit me. You know what I'm saying? We've been drawing up different album covers though. You know what I mean? I got the feel for it. You know what I'm saying? But with this album, I'm gonna let them know, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving. If everybody think I was retiring, bro, it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I mean? A couple rappers out there spook, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we coming for it, bro. You know what I mean? It ain't a competition, but it's what would you call it? Like a friendly, I don't know, like friendly competition, I guess. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we out there. That shit. As long as they making money, I'm making money. It's never gonna be a competition, but. You know what I'm saying? Definitely has some shit to prove, you know what I'm saying? Like, musically, like, we outside with it, bro. We always gonna be here. And, you know what I'm saying? Until I stop rapping, that's when you stop seeing me, bro. That's when I'm gonna delete everything, bro. I think when I stop rapping, I'm just gonna get off of Instagram and everything. You know what I mean? Just see what happens. Or maybe not. You might just catch me on the beach with my toes out and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? somewhere far. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
Well, man, this is a great interview. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely looking forward to the album.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me too, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You know, I appreciate you coming through, man. You know, you're definitely one of the hottest Mexican dudes out there doing it.
Hell yeah.
You know, and you know, I want to see you win, man. You know, hopefully things really take off. You know, you sound like you're putting a lot of work in this new project.
Yes, sir.
You know, and you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to hearing it, man. It should be dope.
My dog, hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, bro.
We out here, bro. Appreciate you.
So.